There was a lot of long points in this match, some with both of you being at the serve line. Do these long points change the momentum of the match?
Yes and no. I think it depends on who you're playing. I also had a lot of long points with Lena, but they were kind of different. There was a little bit more cat and mouse in that match. And I think you know that going in depending on the player. I knew Lauren likes to stay on the baseline, and so do I. So I was like, all right, let's play this game. And I like that. It is a little hot today, so I was trying to come in a little bit more in that first game. That second game, I think I stayed back a little bit more because her passes were on, but it varies per player, and I think the momentum can shift if you have a really long point from the baseline and somebody wins. It definitely gives you kind of that confidence, and you're not as tired as the other person because they've probably been running around and they feel that letdown after. But yeah, it just depends on the player, and I like staying back, so it worked out.
You gave the tennis fans something they were looking for.
I know, right?
It looked
they turned
like
on
tennis.
the channel, they're like, oh, it's tennis.
So you've been using your lob serve a lot today. Why decide to use that serve and switch it up?
Honestly, this morning my serve just wasn't that great. I wasn't able to get it deep in that first game, so me and my mom were just trying to come up with a way that I could get a deeper serve in, so I just started practicing that. It was working until it got a little windy. I think things work until they don't, especially if you're very repetitive with it, so maybe I need to end up mixing that in to my serves. But yeah, I mean, it was just something today. I don't know if I'll see it again. I go through spurts of using it and not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on the day.
Yeah, touching on the wind, so did that affect your game at all? Like, which side was worse for you to play at?
I don't know. The wind definitely did affect because this morning it was so hot, so you kind of had to transition into like a windier, colder match. But the one side that I started on, like looking into the board, was a little tough because there was a lot of white, like big white writing. So it was kind of hard to see her serve sometimes, whereas the other side, I think the wind was worse on that side, so it kind of, I think, balanced itself out. I didn't really think that one side was better than the other. Maybe the first side I was on was a little bit better, just because it was something that you knew was going to happen, whereas the wind, the ball just kind of moved everywhere, but about even.
And what does it feel like coming back after a tournament off?
It feels really good. Honestly, I needed that break after playing 4 in a row. It was definitely a stretch, so I don't think I'll ever play 4 in a row again. I definitely learned my lesson there. But yeah, coming into this tournament, took some time off, took a week off, didn't play any pickleball. I was like, I don't even want to see a paddle. But then ramped it back up, played some 2-a-days before coming into this tournament just to get ready for it, and just excited to be back on the court. I think that's the main thing. I had fun today and was excited for every match.
And now you're in Championship Sunday.
Now I'm in Championship Sunday. It pays off to take a break.
And we were talking, I think, yesterday about Leigh and how amazing it is for you to play with her. Are we going to see her back at all?
She's definitely gonna play one tournament. I'm gonna, if I have to drag her on the court and put her next to me, I will do that. I just don't want her to go out on not her own terms. I feel like that's, not a great way to end your career. So I want her to be able to come back, play a tournament. If we win it, she's here to stay. If we get second, she might still be here to stay. If we get third, she might still be here to stay. So, we'll see how it goes, but definitely.
What if we lose first round?
It's not gonna happen.
No, I'm just kidding.
For those of you who don't know, Leigh is sitting right over here.
Yeah, no. I'm just excited for her to be back for, honestly, the practice, just being able to drill with her. If she doesn't want to come back, then maybe I won't force her to come back, but I definitely want her to come back for one. I tell her after some tournaments, I'm like, Mom, I miss playing with you on the court, because it really is different. I love playing with Anna and Catherine, but playing with your mom is just something really special. So definitely want to be able to do that one more time and get to know, like, this might be our last time playing together and kind of enjoy it a little bit more.
Great. Thank you, Anna Leigh.